Hi, my name is Ethan Raitzel, and this is my career project PowerPoint. Today I will be going over a majority of things you need to know about the automotive industry and becoming an auto mechanic like I want to. A few things about me is I am in my first year of college. I attend Lake Sumter Community College here in Claremont, Florida. I have a full-time job at a Mexican restaurant called the Whole Enchilada in Winter Garden. I've only lived in Florida for about 3 years now. I moved here from Michigan for a new experience. I have played soccer for my entire life and I love it. What does my presentation entail? My presentation will show the audience everything they need to know about becoming an auto mechanic. It will show how much money they make yearly, the education requirements, and how I personally am going to start out looking for a job. What I know, imagine, or assume about this job. What I know already about becoming an auto mechanic is that they repair vehicles, they can inspect them, run diagnostics, all that. It's mostly a given statement. What I imagine is working for any auto shop or dealership is that I would work on any type of branded cars. Like I worked, say for example, if I worked at a Toyota dealership, I would probably work on more than just Toyota cars, like BMWs, Hyundai, all that. But I mostly want to work specifically on Nissan cars just because I have a passion for Nissan because they're a Japanese based brand and company, and Japanese cars, in my opinion, are the nicest and well rounded cars. Pardon me. I assume that if I start at a small dealership or a smaller auto shop, I would be able to work my way up to a more high-end place and be able to work more on what I personally would like to, as in the Nissan brand. These next two slides will briefly explain the education level required. The education required in the automotive industry for an auto mechanic, which I would like to be, is pretty simple. For majority of the places, you will only need a high school degree, and if you do get the job at the place you apply to with a high school degree, they will most likely just give you specific on-the-job training. You don't have to do anything extra in school or not. There are, pardon me, I'm a little sick. There are schools out there for automotive, which I will get into in the next slide as the specific one that I would like to go to for my automotive major. Continuing on with the education for people that want to go to school for the automotive industry, the one that I'm trying to go to is the Universal Technical Institute in Orlando, Florida to complete my major. Some other schools in the Florida area is the Marine Mechanics Institute, the MECTech Institute, and the Mid-Florida Technological Institute. How I will look for a job. So luckily for me, My grandpa works at a Toyota dealership. He's a sales representative there. The dealership does have an auto body repair, so at any point I could ask him if I'd come and shadow his mechanics there. I don't know if I'll be allowed to, because I don't work there, but you never know, it's worth a shot. After completing my degree at UTI, which hopefully I'll be able to go to that school, I'm hoping I could ask him to if I'm allowed to volunteer at his dealership. Then after a while, if I am doing that, I will ask for references if they have any ideas or places where I could go, or if I could just apply there. One of my goals is I want to be able to work with Nissan. Nissan is a Japanese-based car company. They make all sorts of cars, but I personally would like to work more on their racing side of cars, like GTRs, which is my absolute favorite car. They're drift cars. They make just amazing cars. If someone came into a shop and I was working with a GTR, I would just lose my mind. If I was able to fix it or just sit in it and inspect it, that would just make my day. If I did have the opportunity to take my skills overseas and able to work in Japan, that would be my biggest priority. That is just the one goal that I just hope to achieve with this job. Here are a few things that I have discovered. I've discovered from this project is there are so many different jobs out there you can choose from. You can work for any brand, like specific car brand you want. Like I said earlier, I want to work for Nissan. I could apply for Nissan specifically. You can work for NASCAR. NASCAR has many jobs you can choose from. It's just, there's so many jobs you can choose from. An interesting fact, you can become a certified car brand mechanic. When I was doing my research, I read upon a post saying, should you, for example, we're going to use a Mercedes. Should you bring your Mercedes into a Toyota dealership for repairs? The guy responded with, no, you should see a certified Mercedes mechanic. So if you get certified by one of these car brands, you can run your own personal business if you'd like, saying I have proof I am a certified Mercedes, for example, mechanic. If you need your car inspected, tested, or repaired, I am certified. You bring it to me, I will do it for you, and there you have yourself starting your own job business. Great, it's a good way to get your face out there. What I would do next. So after doing research on this project, it makes me realize how much I want to keep going and pursue this career. If things weren't to go my way and something was to happen and I lose interest, which I doubt would happen, I have a backup career in mind in the engineering field. I will be explaining now how I got into the automotive side. So the reason I got really into cars is when I was little, I used to watch the Fast and Furious movies. It's probably one of my favorite series. Tokyo Drift being my favorite. That is the reason why I love Nissan and Japanese cars, because that movie is based in Japan. Recently my friends started bringing me to all these car meets where people will come out and show what they have done to their cars and how they modified it. And I realized that gave me a feeling where if someone were to ask, whose car is this? And you could say, oh, that's mine. And they compliment it and say, wow, you have a really nice car. And I just realized that would be an amazing feeling to have. And this now concludes my presentation of my journey on becoming a auto mechanic. I hope you have learned something new. I know I definitely did. And yeah, thank you for watching.